How are you doing, my beautiful Cancers? This is going to be your mid-March energy reading. As you can see, we have a card here already because it jumped out in your pre-shuffle, and I want to go ahead and talk about it with you. So we have here the Devil energy. The Devil energy symbolizes that there could be something that's keeping you a little bit restricted. It could be that maybe you feel tied to a particular obligation. A particular person might be guilt tripping you or manipulating you into something. The Devil energy is very Capricornian energy. So it could be that maybe you are dealing with a Capricorn. Regardless of the matter, the Devil energy is very suffocating. It can feel like you're not necessarily feeling like yourself, so to speak. And what's blocking you here is the Hierophant. And it makes sense to me because the Hierophant is when you need to basically listen to your inner wisdom, when you need to listen to your moral compass, right? So it means if you are feeling stuck in a particular situation right now, it's because you're doubting yourself, okay? You're doubting yourself. And what I mean by doubting yourself is that you might feel confused about the next step, okay? And then you have here the reason why this is happening is because you know that there's something that needs your evaluation. The Seven of Pentacles. There's something in your life that needs your evaluation. You need to evaluate, how do I move forward with this particular situation strategically? How do I move forward and make long-term changes? This is very much Seven of Pentacles energy. And some of you guys might be in that mentality. Sometimes that can bring this energy of, I don't know where to go. But regardless, you're thinking about the next step, and that's already a step in the right direction. You have here the High Priestess, and this is showing up here in the energy of the past, which means that some of you guys might have had already intuitive downloads about this, or you have had a particular revelation. The High Priestess can indicate secrecy, but she also represents our intuition and our higher wisdom, okay? So it could be that intuitively there's something that's screaming at you that you might not necessarily be completely paying attention to. And if you are, this message, this download is making you feel like you do need to reevaluate things in your life quite seriously, but it could be that you just don't know what is it that I'm supposed to do next, okay? You have here the Justice card, which is showing up in your near future. The Justice card is a positive outcome, you guys. This is where something gets served. This is where, the tables turn. This is where whenever you thought that maybe you were not being divinely supported, this is the card that tells you, no, actually, this is actually turning out in your favor. And then you have here the Six of Swords, and that is showing up as the outcome of the reading. And the Six of Swords is a card of transition, okay? This is a card where you decide, I'm moving forward with this. This is a card that you tell yourself, I don't need to have the final word in this particular situation. I just need to move on with my life. This is not worth my breath anymore. I'm tired of having the same fight. I am ready to move on. And that's what I'm seeing in the reading for you, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and clarify the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant your block right now? Also, this can be, oh, look at that. The Sun is showing up here. So the Hierophant is showing up because Spirit is asking you to really get together with yourself, meaning listen to your higher wisdom, listen to your moral compass. Who are you at the core? Remember who you are. Remember your why. Remember why this situation even got into your life in the first place. What was it, the potential that you saw? What was it that allowed you to have this particular person, individual, or situation in your life to begin with? Get back to the root of the problem. Get back to the root of yourself. What was it that you wanted in your life that got you here? And get back to this energy of knowing who it is that you are, knowing what it is that you desire. So, because that's what's going to help you follow your moral compass. The more that you are aligned with who you are, the more that you remember the things that you desired to begin with, instead of being consumed by the drama. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more on this Hierophant here. A lot of major arcanas in your reading, you guys. I don't know if you notice, you have 5 major arcanas, now a 6. There is a death moment that needs to happen. The death card just simply means that you have to shed your skin on something, and it makes sense. That's why we have the 6 of Swords here showing up in the outcome of the reading. Regardless, the death is about shedding our skin, about allowing ourselves to be in this new era, right? We're shedding the old expectations, the pain, the trauma. We're shedding all that, and we're moving into something new, right? And this something new is still you, is still who you are, because you are the center source of your life. But you're simply removing the environmental causes, let's just say, like the external circumstances, the things that you have binded yourself to, the things that you have become a part of. that don't serve you anymore, we're shedding those. So that way you get to the back to the core, to the sun energy, which is you energy. And then we have here the Four of Cups. And I feel like the Four of Cups talks to me about an acknowledgement. And this could be quite hard for some of us, especially if we have really tried to make something work. You know what I mean? But the Four of Cups is accepting the offers that you're getting are just simply not what you want. What you have accepted, it has not been what you wanted. But Spirit is saying be open to the new possibility, because there could be a brand new offer coming your way. And if you don't shed your skin, and if you don't allow yourself to look beyond what you have been offered, beyond the dissatisfaction, beyond the boredom, the disinterest, you might lose sight that there is something new and shiny coming your way. All right. So with the devil energy, what is the devil representing in this reading? What do we have with the devil energy? Okay, one jumped out, as you can see. The Hermit. So the devil energy has control over you right now. If you're feeling confused, stuck, stagnant, it's only taking control because Spirit is saying that you got to regroup. You got to go back to source center. You got to go back to yourself. All right. You got to go back to you. You are the ultimate priority in your life. Pour energy back into yourself, meaning spend some time with yourself. Spend some time really understanding your energy. What is it that you want? What is it that you're willing to fight for? What is it that maybe has been imposed on you that you don't want in your life? What is it? Get clear with yourself. Shut the world out and ask yourself these really deep and personal questions, because that answer is what's going to give you the clarity for this, for you to move forward in your life, for you to embrace the things that you want for yourself. Okay. Let's see. We have here Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can show a deep worry that some of you guys have. This is an energy of being very much stuck in the rational mind. You can't find a solution to a problem. And Spirit is saying with this energy is that sometimes we got to put our knife down and our swords down, and we have to put our mind to rest, meaning that maybe try to get some sleep before thinking about the situation. If you can't get some sleep, maybe try to get active so you can clear your mind. The biggest thing with the Nine of Swords is that there is a lot of mental chaos in you, and Spirit needs you to quiet down. Okay. Now the outcome, the near future, which is the Justice, which shows again something balancing out. There is a positive outcome coming your way. So justice is being served. Okay, two of them wanting to come out. You have Ace of Cups, the promise of a new emotional beginning, which is beautiful. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Are you kidding? This is emotional and physical abundance. This is independent success. This is where you are shining. Like I said, there's a really good favorable outcome coming your way. All right. Just you do, however, because the Justice, I have to definitely mention this. The Justice is very much cause and effect. So you get what you give. All right. So be careful with your energy. Be careful how you speak to yourself. Be careful with the things that you do or don't do. So if this is legal, make sure you're submitting those documents. Make sure that you're reading those fine prints. Make sure that you're doing the correct thing. You know what I mean? If this is personal, make sure that you're communicating correctly. Make sure that you are receiving the communication that's given to you correctly. So that way you can really come through with the facts. You know what I mean? And you get what you give. So make sure you put everything into this situation to rectify itself or to purge out of your life. Okay. Now we have the Six of Swords here, which is the card of transition. Tell me about this, Spirit. What else can we say? Okay, so the Three of Swords, this is a card of heartbreak and painful endings, but it is a card of acceptance. It's a card of forgiveness. It's a card of accepting a harsh lesson. But you move forward, okay? You move forward. Give me one more. Okay, I'll take these. No, that's a lot. Hold on. That's way too many. That's like 6 cards. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, I'll take that one. So, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. This is the clean slate. This is the opportunity to continue to work on the things that you love. I love how they have the witch here. It's so fitting. But this is about you accepting what no longer is there for you, right? Accepting that there is a new opportunity for you, that there is a new phase in your life that's opening up. The tables have turned and you are heading into real alignment. So with that being said, please let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way. And if it did, drop me a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel. I would appreciate you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.